Oh, they loaded the correct one. Wow, we missed a lot. Peganator pushed quite far forward with all these war elephants. Good siege support. Man, this could be quite an interesting fight. I wonder if we're going to see it all concentrated on the left-hand side here, or whether they'll try and fight on both sides at once. Fresh feeling is just kind of seeing what's in Blotch's base to try and maybe steal some extra resources, but he's just running into paladins that are activating, if you like. Oh, looked like there was a nice SO shot there. All these keeps that I said were unnecessary could actually turn out to be useful now. Hasn't got any of the HP upgrades though. Well, yeah, it's going to turn into a little bit more of a standard fight with two teams concentrating in one place, like at pairs. Like it's almost like flank and pocket versus flank and pocket. Although you could quite equally see it as like just standard 2v2. No. Oh! Oh my god!
Yes.
Oh my god, that's awful. I just can't wait to tab out and just add in that Titanic point. That is it. That is... Peganator's Xing it all, just being like, what the hell have you done to me? And these Warlords are just going to go back. They do just get stomped by enough siege running to fire, because they're just so big and slow. And you know, hand cannons are going to do quite a nice amount of damage to them. Better go back. Yellow AFK, says one of the spectators, Lord Teddy. But still, you know, those units can be replaced. It's not too expensive, and last time I checked, Fresh Feeling that was like the bank of, I don't know, somewhere really rich. Switzerland, maybe. The Bank of Pummakel. Yeah, and he's got so many resources, he can replace that, and still, like, War Elephants, just how you stop them, like, if they just run towards your Siege Onagers, you've got to take them down quickly, because they will get there, and they will stamp all over your Siege Onagers. So, yeah, although it was kind of really, really funny, it doesn't necessarily halt their advance too much. In order for these keeps to prove useful, Pharos needs the upgrades on them, and like HP upgrades, damage upgrades, range upgrades, because they're not doing too much to those elephants. They're doing 2 damage to elephants with 620 HP. I definitely think this is time for that Titanic point to come in. Let's quickly go back. Loads more siege going to go down here. I think Peganator's just pulling this off, man. I mean, where's the army for Brad Pitt? He's got 80 army, but where is it? He's got like some over here, but that's not much. Halbs and stuff like kind of flooding around here. Where is his army? Let's go on the viewpoint. Go to military view. It's just kind of flooding across the map and dying by the looks of it, just like a stream of just kind of a random Woad Raider or a random Halberdier. It's not going to do much. As long as they kind of keep this elephant mass and then Trebs pushing forwards, it's looking really promising for them. But obviously, Celts and Koreans have just got so much firepower if they actually manage to bring it to bear and don't just do like a couple of Halbs and Woads at a time. You know, if the Celt guy just makes like 30 heavy Scorpions and 10 Siege Onagers and puts a bunch of Halbs in front, then it becomes a big problem for the War Elephants, but no sign of that really, that kind of effective combined arms force at the moment. And War Elephants just coming and coming and coming. Peganator is asking for more stone because he wants more War Elephants, of course. 873 kills for him and 758 for Brad Pitt, so they've been just slaughtering stuff in this game. It's quite nice sort of like balance in the scores as well, with both of the low rated players on each team, like the lower seeded pair on about 22,000 and then the 2 high rated players on about 35,000. That's a really nice fight. Orange AFK with 25k resources, really. How many resources did you decide? Oh my god. You didn't need all those resources, Dinnock. You needed army, man. Let's see what Nemino resigned with. Oh, Nemino, you resigned with 15k gold. Well, Dinnock died. Actually, you resigned because Dinnock died. I'll let you off with that. I'll let you off. But yeah, I mean, like these towers, 2,000 HP is not a lot. He needs more upgrades than that, and he definitely needs more damage. Well, I mean, what is these towers going to do to 620 HP elephants when they're doing 9 damage against 7 armor? Just nothing. I think at the moment, with the kind of way that the Celts and Koreans are trying to fight these war elephants, it's just not the correct way. They need to just have a little think. They need to just like stop streaming units, sit back a little bit, and figure this out. They need more siege from the Celt player. They need heavy scorpions. They perhaps need some monks. They need more halbs. They need probably some rams in there as well to deal with all the archers. Well, just to tank the fire. I mean, flooding halberdiers from over here is it's not the correct approach. All you need is like 10 longbows sitting on this hill, and all these halberdiers just do nothing. I suppose rams kind of help, but let's have a look. Have they start? What trade are these? Whose trade is this? Oh, this is Dinnock and Nemino still trading. What I'd have loved to have seen is like fresh feeling, just taking like a few arbs and halbs and like a couple of trebs and just clearing all this crap out, and then putting markets up here for their trade. It would literally double the gold income, if not more, I would have thought, because the gold income on the trade isn't linear. It kind of grows exponentially with increasing distance. So even though it's like an extra third of the map, it would probably be that. Is fresh feeling kind of stockpiling resources and mostly slinging? I don't know. Hasn't got much gold. How much trade has he got? 22. He needs more trade at this point. He's got only 60 villages and 11 are idle. And he's keeping a really good military number actually. 120 military, that's nice. And that's what he needs to be doing as Britons, just mass the army and having lots of archers and stuff just to support the war elephants and let them do their work. See what Peganator is doing. Really nice resources to spam war elephants forever. And yeah, he's kind of like reduced his villager numbers because he's able to maintain the war elephants. But really, like 40 farmers is a little bit low, but then again 43 trade units, you can just buy a bit of food if that gets a bit low. But normally you would see players with like 60 farmers or something if they're doing full war elephants. Have a look at General Brad Pitt. He's got no food. He's got no food in his Celts and he's making inventory. I think that should definitely be a prompt for him to just start making more and more siege. Like heavy scorpions, if you get enough of them and just don't let the war elephants stomp on them by protecting them with halbs, they will take down war elephants fairly quickly. Obviously the elephants still have a mountain of HP, but heavy scorpions are good, and especially Celt ones. What has Pharos got? Oh, look at that, 25,000 food. You need to give some for your ally, man. Just give resources to your Celt player. 25,000 food and 100 population. Definitely needs to increase his population and just sling a bit. I want to keep an eye on that. Oh, did he just send loads? He's now got 20,000 food. Let's have a look at Brad Pitt again. What the hell? Did I just click on the wrong person? Yeah, I did. Actually, he didn't send any. Yeah, this is your legacy, Nemo. Your trade lives on. I'd love to... Oh no, Peganator is killing it. What are you doing? Just leave it, Peganator. You don't need to kill that. It's really funny, the swooshing of the elephant's tusks. There's so much of it going on. It's starting to sound like the Mameluke attack sound, where the scimitar is just like whooshing through the air. This is what the Peganator and Fresh Feeling need to avoid. They don't want to fight divided because Celts can just squash Britons. Imagine if there were just like 3 siege rams and some siege onagers behind, like all this would die instantly. Like this just needs to be like there with the elephants pushing, and then it becomes hugely difficult to stop. But you get the feeling that Peganator and Fresh Feeling, they've just got so much momentum and they're just going to keep rolling like a steam train as long as they don't Titanic. Of course, that possibility is always there. Especially as Titanic is winning, what, 6-3 now on the scoreboard? Yeah, I think so. The Pharos still sitting on 25,000 food, whilst Brad Pitt has very little. And Brad Pitt has no gold, while the Pharos has like 6,000-7,000. Oh man, I almost want to just like find them on TeamSpeak and just go, come on, or send them a message. But I can't use my powers to do that. Come on, Peg, get away from there, let's go in here. I love how they're just killing Dinux's walls. They're just like, this wall is so stupid. Let's get rid of it. And yet, for the entire game, they had like neither player was actually walled. They had intersecting walls the entire game. What are you doing? Yeah, War Elephants aren't really used so much in matches just because it takes so long to get the economy that you need for them and to actually sort of protect your economy so that you've always got enough farmers and stuff. And obviously you need a lot of castles as well because producing War Elephants for one castle isn't going to do it. And at high levels they can be quite counterable as well, like if there's a good monk sieve on the other team and the one player's microing their monks really well then. And also, as somebody, I think Nemo in the chat is saying, like a lot of heavy scorps and monks, you can counter War Elephants quite easily, and high-level players would recognise that. But look at this coming! Oh my God, Fresh Feeling was AFK the last time the Siege Onagers were coming. Oh my God, Fresh Feeling, you've done it again! You've lost everything. He's Lotus at the last second, but there were. You see how many casualties there? There were just as many went down in the walls that we can't see, and he's gonna lose more. He's gonna lose more surely. Oh. Oh my God. Jesus. Here we go. 7-3. But Peganator's War Elephants, man. They're just killing everything. They're just unstoppable. I mean, at this point he's got 94 military, and I wonder how many of those are War Elephants. 70 cavalry, and I think he's got like 10 paladins, so he's got about 60 War Elephants at this point. That's insane. That's what, 36,000 and more HP of elephants just stomping on everything. And you know, they got this, I would say, unless they find some way to throw it away. They've got it. I'd love to see just those paladins just right clicked over here somewhere, or just by the markets. I don't know, or just like 2 here, 2 here. 2, no, not there, like, you know, like 2 or 3 in different parts of the base and just let them run riot whilst the main fight is unfolding. But the markets, that could be it, that could be the finishing blow. As soon as the trade goes, Brad Pitt has no gold whatsoever. Not that he's really making gold units apart from a few SO, and he's mostly just helbs. I wonder if he's got any resources from his ally yet. No, he's still on 0 gold whilst the Pharos sits on 5,000. Did Peganator send any of those paladins? I thought I saw some green dots on the map, but no, I don't see any. It's elephants, man. And the paladins have found the SO. Look at this! Oh, it just cracks me up. The fact that that happened to Fresh Feeling twice, like once there and once on that hill, I think, it's just insane. I'd just love to know how many archers went down in those 2 incidents. Must have been like upwards of 100. Yeah, I think they want to start trading over here. That'd be really nice. You see, Peganator is going food, please, because he's only got 40 farmers. And as I was saying, you want 60, maybe even 70, if you're going to do 4 War Elephants. Waiting for the players, don't tell me they dropped. I mean, maybe it's the end, but Let's resume the lobby. No, they're still in. I'm gonna go and invade Peganator's TeamSpeak and see if he's paused. Peggy, you paused? Hello?
User left your channel.
Oh. I'm guessing that means you're here. Are you paused?
Yeah, sorry, I think Pharos has dropped.
Oh, we have another drop. Okay. Alright, LGB to Food Official. In fact, no, I'll stay here until we get the game restored.
Okay, you'll have to poke me if you want me. My headset's generally down on the side.
Okay.
I think Pharos just said GG.
I wouldn't be surprised. But are you still on the like save and exit screen, or are you back in the game room?
Pharos is on white and Brad Pitt's on dropped.
Brad Pitt's on drops. What the?
Yeah, even though I can see his ping.
That's weird. It still says he's inside the room to me when I resume lobby. You know, I really thought you were dead in this game. I really did.
So did I.
I really did.
So did I.
Because at one point,
Yes.
like it was 2v1 on your left and then 2v1 on the right.
Yep.
And then for some reason, Brad Pitt decided to go and kill Dinnock, and then all of a sudden that like threw you a lifeline, and now you're winning.
Absolutely, yes. The right hand side having the resigning completely won it for me. For us, sorry.
Well, not necessarily, because what you could have had was Dinnock and Nemino 2v1ing you on the left, and
Yeah,
then
they could have carried
the
on
Pharos
with
and Brad Pitt 2v1ing Fresh Feeling on the right. I thought that was what was going to happen, but then
it doesn't make sense to push all the way through two dead players worth of castles and everything like that.
no. Although you were knocking down loads of Nemino's those castles,
Tempting to.
even after he resigned. Oh well, I think that's over then. I think that's Noobs of AoC done with. Noobs of AoC 3 done with. Final score was Titanic 7, Noobs 3.
Yes.
I think that your team, Peganator, contributed 4 of the... Oh no, are they all back and restoring?
We're just starting again, so we can look at the map at the end.
Yeah, to resign afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise we don't get to see the map.
Yeah, so I think your team contributed 4 of the 7 Titanic points.
That's
So
horrifically
without
embarrassing.
that Titanic and Noobs it would have been a draw, I think. Because Fresh Feeling lost about 100 archers, but in 2 separate siege honor incidents, so that was 2 points. And then
Did wonder where they went.
you earned 2 for being late and restoring the wrong flat save file. But yeah, congratulations to Fresh Feeling and Peganator. As Nemino says, Peganator disappointed to miss out on the Noobs of AoC title, finishing second, throwing away the lead in that series as well. But then has come back to be the champion of the final battle. My voice went weird then. Let's see if they wait for you to resign first and then try and claim the victory.
They have.
It's the wrong
Right.
file. It's the wrong
Right,
file.
wrong file.
Who's the host? Who's the host? You've contributed
Oh shit, the bed. It was me again.
5 of the Titanic points. What the hell? 8-3. So you have contributed Titanic points before the game started and after the game ended.
Oh, so impressed.
Did you get no? What happened to you, Nemino, was that Peganator earned a noob point, but with a double stable sneak, because that was killing you quite badly. So although you contributed nearly all the Titanic points, Peganator, you did at least get 1 point back for the noobs.
I was sure he would have seen that because he saw that I had 4 villagers and that only 3 went home.
Yeah, he could see the mill, but not your stables. But there was a wall in front of the mill, and I wondered if your villagers had gone back to your base before the wall was built or not.
No, 3 went all the way round because they got stuck, and then 1 decided to.
Oh, so that sneak ended up being like accidental.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, you lost the point.
No, it was not accidentally on purpose.
No, I'll leave it there because you did actually make the most of it in the end nicely. So let's have a look at the prediction table. Yeah, the eventual winners were the only ones that didn't get any votes. That just shows the average
Nobody voted for us.
average judgment capability of the Rubly official viewers. No, Blunder and Blotch, Nemo and Dinnick, Brad Pitt and the Pharaohs all got 1 point. Peganator and Fresh Feeling 0. In first place in the predictions was Super Booer. Second was Gaia, and third was Titanic.